was in Canada with the ASX in November, meeting with Canadian companies, talking about potentially having them come to Australia to secondary list or primary list in Australia. And what we sort of came through those discussions with institutional investors and companies was that capital raising conditions were really tough. They'd really retreated from the junior space. The other asset classes in Canada had really taken a lot away from the space. So cannabis stocks, crypto had certainly drawn a lot of money that typically would have been allocated to a higher risk sector like exploration, and people are sitting on paper losses, and that really hasn't come back in. ESG was a key concern for the institutional investors. Their limited partners were really holding fast on mandates whereby they cannot invest in things that don't have strong ESG. Particularly with oil and gas projects in Canada, pipelines, etc., are really having trouble getting approval, so they're very conscious of those sort of issues. They really want to see verifiable ESG. They want to see that they're investing in a company that is complying. They don't want to be associated with companies with a poor corporate image. The fund managers are actually becoming more cautious as well, and they're looking to be less active in their management of funds, and they're looking to invest in majors to manage their exposure to the exploration space. So the fund managers feel that they can't be across all of the issues, however those in the industry can be, and so they're sort of stepping back. That makes it harder for them to get into that exploration space. The other thing the fund managers were sort of pointed out a few times was they're benign as to whether a company is public or private. They were quite happy to see companies remaining private and to save on the overheads of being listed. In summary, the good news is that we have a very active pension pool at the moment. Q4 2019 we're at 2.6 trillion. ASX's materials are showing that we're forecast to reach 9.5 trillion by 2035. The trends that we're sort of expecting to see going forward is that, you know, it couldn't have been louder and clearer that verified ESG is going to be a minimum standard. People really want to see open books for the explorers, miners, producers. Can we get a great collection of exploration minds and geos and technical people together and really have a business model of seeding projects, developing them and then spinning them off? We've also undertaken some global predictions. We, across BDO, think that there will be a few key themes flowing out. The first being that there'll be a real arms race around rare earths. It's a tightly held space, a lot of concentration in China. To give you a bit of an understanding of us, we've got 1,800 odd offices around the globe. In Australia we've got 10 offices and just over 1,500 people, so there's certainly a lot of intelligence we share amongst each other.